Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we're going to do a general reading. Let's start off with the Soul Coaching Oracle deck, followed by, well, I might use two, but definitely followed by just a general tarot. First of all, welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Subscribers, love you lots. And welcome if you are a new viewer. Please consider subscribing or liking the video. It helps a lot with the algorithm, so thank you very much for being here. Let's crack straight on, shall we? So, we're going to take two of these today. Transformation. Fantastic. There's that turning into a butterfly, coming out of your chrysalis as a mere caterpillar, going through that metamorphosis. Because dragonflies, although not exactly the same, have a similar birth into the world. And take flight. And then we've got faith. So have faith in a breakthrough, or have faith in your transformation. Maybe it depends which way you want to look at it. It can be, you know, your faith leads you to the transformation, or your transformation takes you towards some level of faith. It's nice that they work hand in hand, really. Let's see what this transformation is all about, shall we? And what it is you need to have faith in. When I see that faith card, it does remind me of the Fool card. You know, taking that leap of faith. Seven of Swords. I forgot what it was. I couldn't think what it was. Right, so the Seven Swords, there could be like deceit, but it's about sort of taking what you can carry as you leave behind maybe some adversity, because, you know, this is a war scene technically, and, you know, there's the encampment and he's, you know, taking the swords. It is a card of deceit, so do be a little bit careful. There could be some, either you're, you know, the one being deceived, you could be deceiving someone else or even yourself, so please just take this as it resonates. But it could be walking away from your old life, just picking up you know, what it is you want to take and leaving behind what you don't, thoughts and ideas. And there's the Ace of Swords, so it's a new way of thinking. That's what's coming through to me with these two cards. It's like it's time to drop some of the swords, stop deceiving yourself, others, and anyone else in between. It is also, you know, clarity, truth, knowledge, information. It could be your thoughts that are transforming at the moment, and having that faith in those. So you've got Death card come flopped out. So the Death card's about obviously death and renewal, but it's not a physical death. It's a well, it's not so much about the death, it's more about the transformation. Life is not taken, it's transformed. Yeah, it's the rebirth. It's coming regardless. I don't think you've got to do anything. I think this new thought process, this new understanding, this truth, whatever the Ace of Swords is representing, it's coming in. Like, there's nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop death. It doesn't matter if you plead with it in this energetical sense. You know, your crown's going to fall off. It doesn't matter if you're a king or a pauper. It's coming for you, and you know, it kind of humbles us all in that sense, doesn't it? The Five of Wands. So yeah, there was definitely some conflict here. It did feel like it could be your own mentality, but it could have been just that there was someone you had a lot of conflict with. Maybe it's time to put down the swords. Or maybe, I mean, sometimes you do have to stand up for yourself and argue back, but pick your battles. Pick your battles. Very much pick your battles. Let's take that one. We've got the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is this kind of pre-feasting kind of energy, this wishing. Well, it is a feast really, but it's a feast of the senses more than anything. Maybe it's time to make a wish, or you've been wishing, and that's your transformation. You know, have faith in your manifesting, have faith in your energetic being, magnetically pulling in what it is that you want in life. Okay, then we've got the Six of Pentacles, so it could be some balance here, some equal giving and receiving, but it's kind of the card of humanitarian, where he's giving What he can give, it might not be very much. You know, he's got his 6 pentacles and that's what he needs. And in order to keep these scales balanced, he can only kind of give, I don't want to say crumbs, because it's not quite crumbs, but he can give what he can give. And I think that is going to be where you're going to have to stand with conflict and with maybe some deceit. You can only give what you can give. You can't pour from an empty cup. You know, you can't think with an exhaustion mentality. You can't do these things if you're not looking after yourself first. You can't look after other people. Yeah, some sadness and some disappointment with the 3 of Swords. I think this is probably for someone who's been through it. Okay, have faith that you've got to feel it to heal it. You know, pull the swords out one at a time, deal with that wound, move on. You could have been deceived. There could have been an awful lot of conflict. It could have been some sort of, you know, truth or knowledge that came through that led to this transformation of, you know, something dying so that the new could be reborn. I think you need to find some balance and start wishing. If you haven't already started wishing, start wishing. But, you know, I mean, it depends on the severity. Please comment below if this resonates with you in any way. But, you know, you seem to be making the right moves out of this because you've got the 9 of Cups there. I can't shuffle. You know, making the wishes. I think you've moved on past the bulk of it. Because you're at that stage where you're... I dropped a card. I'll pick it up. Look, the deck's there. There's nothing in my hands. I dropped a card. Taking that leap of faith. Okay, that's what I was going to say. And that's what I said at the beginning, was that card reminded me of the Fool card. Because it's about taking the leap of faith. And out comes the Fool. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. But it's time. I feel like whoever this is for has been through it. They've figured out what it is they want, what it is they don't want. They have been healing. You're probably still healing, and that's perfectly fine. There's no rush. You know, we all take our own sweet time doing our own sweet things. So there's no panic there. But this new beginning's coming. This leap of faith is going to be required to completely come out of this cocoon. It's like you're in the cocoon, you're bubbling away, so to speak. And then, yeah, in order to break free, you have to have that leap of faith. You have to take that chance, whatever this is, whatever this chance is. We'll see if we can figure it out. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, you've been putting in the hard work. That's what I mean. I think you've done some real inner work. Okay, so the 7 Pentacles is like putting in the investments. Okay, so you've got the 6, where you go from the 6 to the 7. So you've got this balance and you've got some to give away. Well, what you would give away is what you would put into investments. Okay, you might be able to put some of what you've already got above your head, but that's energetically speaking, we're talking about putting in the investments. Planting the seeds and waiting. I say in inverted commas waiting because it's all about being patient but still sparking energy and getting stuff done. Waiting for these seeds to mature, your investments to mature. It's also a card of, is it worth it? You know, is it worth carrying on with this one, or shall I put more energy into that one? So, you know, it's that stage of making your wishes and figuring out if, you know, if you want all the cups or if you just want that pentacle or whatever, you know. So you're putting in that energy into your transformation. You are in your transformation stage, but you're about to be called out of it very soon, I think. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles does make sense. That kind of feeling left out in the cold, feeling like, you know, you were unworthy or not good enough in some way. But I think that's a lot about this deceit and this conflict. It's like you were made to feel that way, because you're certainly not worthless, or, you know, there's a reason for everything. let's take a couple from the Crystal Visions Tarot, just to see if we can figure out what this deceit is. Let's ask Spirit, what is this deceit that we were healing from, and we are healing from this brain fog? I want to say brain fog. Why do I want to say brain fog? It's like you were in a trance, or you were being lied to or deceived in some way. Let's take that one. Three of Cups, celebration. Could have been a third party situation. The cup itself, the card itself is about celebrations, friendships, but obviously, you know, 2 is company and 3 is a crowd. So I wonder if there was a third party situation. 3-3 coming out. I think someone was intentionally doing it. Like, I feel like there was an intentional bad vibe, player energy. And we got these 2. Yeah, you're both in this new cycle. Oh, sorry, I'm scratching my chin and then sorry. Ooh. Yeah. So there's this birth in this new cycle coming out. Okay, this taking care of yourself, putting this energy into yourself is gonna create this brand new beginning, this leap of faith, this abundant, fortuitous, transformative new beginning, and it's coming in with the Knight of Swords. There's no stopping this. It's coming in. It's coming flying in. Now, I always would be very cautious with the Knight of Swords kind of energy, because as quick as it comes in, it can go. It's that kind of thought / sort of dream energy of, you know, you go, oh, I just thought of something. What was it? Or you when you walk into a room and you instantly forget what it is that you went in there for, or you wake up from a dream and you're like, oh what that, and it's gone. You know, before you even truly grasp it, it's gone. So do be a little bit careful, but I don't think it's so much that, but I do think it's coming in. I think it's coming in pretty swiftly, but just be a little bit careful that it's not unobtainable, or, you know, you almost catch it but you don't. But I don't think you will, because you've got two cards there. It was 3 cards there that would suggest that you're taking this leap of faith towards something karmic, something heaven sent, something you truly deserve, something you've been truly wishing for. It could be a King of Wands, so it could be your passionate, fortuitous, fiery energy only king, not, you know, gender not specific. Let's pop him there just so we keep an eye on him over there. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius potentially, but I wouldn't get stuck on star signs. But yeah, I mean, look at that, 2 Fools, and like I said at the very beginning, this reminds me of the Fool taking that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith when it's going to be transformative. Take it how it resonates. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Take that leap. Bye.